This is an image of Mars I took in the year 2022. I used the Nexstar 127 and the ASI 120 MC. I was able to get this image because I knew how to use software like AutoStacker and Registax to help draw out the detailed image that was hidden within the video that I had captured that evening. Mars only comes back every 2 years. There's a lot of cloudy nights, so I have to go for it every chance I get.
Like this. Well, the ball was still flat. It was dead. We're gonna add 50 more pumps. How many pumps, guys? The ball got
So I traveled back in time. Right now, it's December 30th, 2024. And I had no idea. Look at me. I'm over there sitting on the couch, just watching TV like a dope, when in fact the sky was as clear as a bell. I didn't have my telescope out or anything yet. Just sitting there watching TV like a big fat face. Now listen, this would end up being one of the best nights I ever had to capture Mars with the C9¼ First, what happens? My son and I, we get ready to go to the store. We're getting ready to go to the store and we walk outside, and the next thing I know, I'm looking up, and there in front of me is the clear black sky with just thousands of stars just blinking all over the place. And I just immediately thought, we gotta hurry back. We gotta get to the store and get back here as fast as we can so I can get my telescope out and be a nerd. Okay, so it's December 30th and it's unexpectedly clear tonight. It's so clear. So we're going for M33 tonight. I had my mindset on getting a good image of Mars that evening, but I figured why not try to go for the Orion Nebula first. So I pointed my telescope to my favorite constellation. All right, oh well, someone got the couch, sleep on the couch tonight and watch cartoons while Daddy has a live feed of Mars. Look at, we're watching Mars. No commercials. And I'm about to show you that I take, I keep this iPad plugged into the telescope so that I can mess with focus and steer it. But the camera cord, I'll take straight from the camera and plug it into this software, as you'll see me do. Okay, so where's Mars? Mars, yeah, you can see Mars right in the camera. It's so cool. Okay, just gotta make sure I grab the right cord, otherwise this thing explodes. Just kidding. No need to panic, devices. And then we plug this in here. Close the door, keep the warmth in. And then I go here, I gotta refresh. Oh, looks like we got the camera already. I press that, and there is Mars, stinking Mars. Okay, and oh man, kiddo, you like the view on there? The Mars view on this is a little bit better. I'm gonna turn the gain down, start with the gain. Oh man, I love shooting this way because, you know, I can see Mars better. And I can also get, so that means I can kind of get better focus. So let's mess with the focus here. She came to work downtown, working in a itty bitty bitty town. She flies above the clouds, flying in a itty bitty bitty So inside this briefcase I have a lot of things. One thing I didn't explain in the last video is that this is the camera. This is the camera that I got planets. I didn't shoot with the monochrome camera. I shot with a color camera. And this is the camera that I shot Saturn and Jupiter with, and that I got live feeds. But I use the ASI Air with it. I opened AutoStacker software to stack my Mars images for processing. I select and open about 1,000 images. You must place an AP grid in order to start stacking your images. I got used to the software just by playing around with the parameters. I played with the minimum brightness and was able to get a better detailed surface edge on the planet Mars here. In order to process this stacked image, I had to get Registax, which is a program that just kind of allows you to sharpen the image. I have the old version because it works better with my system. You can see my image here. It didn't process well because it looks like some of the images that were stacked were wobbly because of the atmosphere. The important part is that I have the data and I can keep processing these images by combing through them and finding the best ones. And I could probably get rid of that little halo that's around the edge of the planet. I'm interested in knowing if there are other people that like the older version better, just because it just works with Registax easier. So this is our solar system. And let's take a look at Mars. So here's Mars, and it's spinning around really fast. I'm going to slow it down. Because of the low pressure in the atmosphere, if the polar ice caps melt on Mars, they would just evaporate into gas. There would be no liquid water. So it is water ice, and there's a northern and southern polar ice cap. And I see it in this software that there's no southern polar ice cap in here. But there is a northern one. I did capture the southern one in the image that I took. I was quite surprised because I didn't know that there was a southern one.
Oh man, I don't know which one. Which one do you think looks better?
Yours, Dad.
Yeah, mine looks better, I think.
This is a Newtonian telescope I bought a few years ago that I stopped using because I had a problem with it, and today I'm going to try to fix it.
I have to take the mirror off this telescope and cover the clips up inside. There's a clip right in the back there that's actually causing some like flashes in the pictures. They're reflecting some of the light.
I had black foam and X-Acto knives, but I had to go to the store. I had to get an adhesive to make the foam stay on the mirror clips and a couple other things. So
okay, I got a few things that I needed. I needed one of my knobs broke on my mount, my favorite mount of all time. So I got these to try to tighten down the stand with from now on. And I also got like a square so I could make a circle. The protractors there weren't big enough. They were only 7 inches and I need 8 inches in diameter. And this square is really way better than any protractor. So
So the adhesive that I bought was actually rubber cement. I have to say it's not true that the square was not better. I should have got a bigger protractor because I could have made a more accurate circle. I'm pretty impatient here, and I should have took my time so that I didn't shred the edges of my foam. But after you're done cutting out an 8-inch diameter circle, you're going to want to cut another circle out in the middle that just lets you cover the clips, and you will cover up the edges of the mirror as well, but it's that center portion that's really important. I don't know, I'm pretty impatient. I don't know about putting rubber cement on my telescope either. I don't know if this is what I wanted. It doesn't look that good. And I don't know if it's going to solve it or anything. This is what I keep hearing it'll do. We'll find out. So I just took that and put it back in my scope. Okay, so it's all back together. And you can tell that it's in there because look, I can see there's some imperfections around the edge, but that's not a big deal. What's a big deal is that the reflections from the clips of the mirror will be gone, and it should work. We'll find out. All right, so the next video will be a video of does it work, and I'm gonna be really bummed if it doesn't, because I've had this stuff laying around for 2 years and I haven't touched this. I haven't collimated. I've collimated it so many times and never got it to work because of that. So we're gonna find out. I used to hate the winter. I used to hate the cold, the snow, the long dark nights. I couldn't stand seeing a clear night because I knew that that meant it would be extra cold. And those are all things that I love now. I feel like astronomy has made me a better person.